It works, bitches.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I just want to speak about a very important video which I found on YouTube when actually watching a discussion between Richard Dawkins and Stephen Law. Now, I actually think this is one of Richard's biggest blunders in his whole career. Basically, after the Q&A, someone asked a question: how can you justify the scientific method? Now, Richard tries to answer this by saying it simply works. Now, this isn't an answer. I mean, this is the problem of induction. This is the problem with the scientific method, because it's simply, it's a logical fallacy, you know. It's saying that just because something happens in the past, that it's going to happen in the future. Yeah, and we can't say that, you know. If all the apples I've observed in my life are green, I cannot say that all apples are green. Yeah, because one day I'm going to get given a red apple and I'm going to look like a red apple. Now these are the tricks which Richard is playing. You know, he knows that this is a huge problem. This is a big problem of induction. This has been spoken about and debated with for hundreds of years.
So the question's about the nature of scientific evidence. You both said, and I think most people here would agree with you, that we're justified in holding a belief if there's evidence for it or if there are logical arguments we can find that support it. But it seems like this in itself is a belief which would require some form of evidence. And so if so, I'm wondering what you think would count as evidence in favour of that, and if not, how do we justify choosing that heuristic without appealing to the same standard that we're trying to justify?
So how do we justify, as it were, faith that science will give us the truth? Is that the...
Please.
How do you justify scientific method?
Yes.
Basically, what he said.
It works. It works. Planes fly, cars drive, computers compute.
It's an inductive argument.
If you base medicine on science, you cure people. If you base the design of planes on science, they fly. If you base the design of rockets on science, they reach the moon. It works, bitches.
At the end of his argument, he just gives a nice punchline to basically, you know, make everyone laugh, and anyone who is ignorant towards what the question was, you know, just presumes that the question's been answered, and without actually understanding that it's not been answered. Richard's just playing games.
Can I didn't say, just to clarify, I didn't say that a belief is reasonable only if it's based on evidence or some kind of rational argument. In fact, I question that, and I don't believe it's true. But that's another long story. We won't open that can of worms.